Hello everyone, I am Coolguy, and today is going to be the first little Coolguy community analysis. I got a lot of submissions. A while ago I made a video on theater mode in Destiny and how I hope it will appear in Destiny 2. And at the end of it I asked you guys to send some submissions in to me, and we can kind of analyze and critique the gameplay. And we're going to be talking about a lot of different things with this series if you guys enjoy it. And again, in the comments, let me know if you do. A big thanks to J-Bub. He was the very first submission, and I got a good amount of them, and I'm still kind of going through them. But with these, we're going to talk about map knowledge, map movement, try to limit our deaths, and gun skill a little bit, not too much, because gun skill is going to come in time. It's putting yourself in a position for success in the first place. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. I did this live as I was watching it, so we just kind of float on through it, and I see it as we go. I slowed down a couple parts, but here we go. Alright, so jumping on in here, we kind of pause. We see that he's on like a tier 9 build, and we can clean that up a little bit. We can put a little bit of strength to discipline, at least make it 10, and you could probably make 11 out of that. It looks like you have max gear. But we're playing that, again, we're playing that solo queue sniper in a game of Control and Iron Banner. And we switched to the longbow off of the Matador. It's a little bit bigger map, so he switches to the snipe. So first off, I can't really recommend the longbow. Now, I always say you do you, but there's a couple of reserve ammo issues with the longbow. If you were to take the high impact strike sniper rifle, the Devil's Dawn, I really like that thing, or like the Winged Word from Trials of Osiris. Now we start off with 6, but with ammo boxes we pick up 3 with the longbow, and the other ones pick up 4. So out of the gate, and we're going to talk about that more and more and more. But the very first part of this game is exactly what you want to do. It's beautiful. He's in the back, he's playing support. That guy didn't even know that he was there, but he goes a little bit too wide in the beginning of this game, and that's fine. You could be aggressive with it, but you got to nail that shot, and if you don't, you got to give yourself enough space with that cover, that mid cover, to get away. And he might have been expecting his blueberry to help him out a little bit, but we all know how that goes. He ends up taking a shot. Very good play right there. He switches off. He doesn't stay in scope. He switches to his primary. He's already at 3 shots for the longbow. So his team is spawning at C. He goes up to B. He's trying to take this spot. He's waiting for his team. He does a really good job. He should start the push with them, but he's waiting a little bit too long. All right, we got a guy from mid, so here's his push. He starts to go to B. This is one of those things, I mean, when you play solo, you kind of got to play to your team. Not everyone can be a Slayer. Not everyone can cap or support. I play a lot of games where a lot of people are slaying. Nobody's capping zones. Like, well, okay, I will do it. But we take it, but look right here. We have C and B. We took B. He should be contesting and pushing A, their spawn, but for some reason he backpedals. And a mistake kind of happens because he sees a death, he sees that somebody's taking C, and that Titan that just spawned, he's going to C, so everybody's converging to C. But more than likely, 99% of the time, there's just a straggler out there. And that guy's gonna die. You're gonna keep on having C, but by the time he notices that, B has already been taken by the other team. They came from A, where he should have been kind of pushing them and stalling them for his team. So we have a couple of people, 2-3 at mid. We took C. We knew that, right? Because there's that straggler. But he stays up here a little bit too long. He should have kind of disengaged, reset his gunfight. He's trying to get a snipe through this little crack, and he looks left, but he might have been aiming down sights when this happened. He was dead no matter what. His teammate goes down behind him. So he should have, that was kind of an avoidable death. He could have backed out, makes a really good shot on this guy. And from watching this gameplay, he really likes that rock, but I think that he should disengage a little bit more when he's up there to avoid some of those deaths. He spawned in the same spot 3 times, had some good shots. We have the Hunter here, and it's kind of really good shots on this Hunter. He shoots Shadow Shot, misses, and he gets Shadow Shot again. So we kind of mentally remember that Hunter has Shadow Shot, because that comes into play later. Really good shots. It looks like he has Head Seeker on that. I think I saw a 25 there. But he's going for special, right? Going for special, which is good. The ever-starving longbow. He grabs this. He should immediately go back to that rock on the outside special and get that one. But this is what happens. He has 3 shots. He has 2. Now he has 1 shot. So, and he's just contesting mid. Nothing really goes on in mid, and I'm going to go over this a lot on this particular map. Makes a good play, Pop Storm. In third person, he sees that there's sniper glints on him, so he makes a good play. He ends up, disengaging, which he should. No reason to be a hero. He catches this guy off spawn, so that tells you something. If they're spawning there, that those people in mid are coming to C because we're quickly taking A. So the play right here is to retreat and go to B. and or do what he does, which is kind of by default, because he gets backpedaled and pinched. He ends up going, and this is good, because in a perfect world, while these 2-3 people are chasing him, he's gonna die. But in a perfect world, his team would hopefully be at B, you know, gaining position, the proper grounds to defend it. So he's gonna spawn at A, inevitably, because we saw that we took it. We see a triple in mid. And again, we're kind of messing with mid a little bit too much, right? So he's waiting here, he's down. So that's kind of again, another avoidable death. Another teammate goes down. So he goes around, as he should the first time, in the rotation to B. He makes he's contesting the hill, which as he should by himself. He gets Shinobu cheesed. Then we have Heavy. He's the only one out here. He's contesting it. I agree with that. You got to at least contest it, make them uncomfortable, try to get a grenade on them, especially if you're caught in between spawns, like he was. Like, he couldn't make it to either one. He ends up getting the special, and again, he should have checked outside to the right for that other special, because those other sniper rifles in this one is the difference between having 3 shots or 6 shots, and with the other sniper rifles, 4 or 8. So we end up getting 3. He's kind of stuck in mid again. They're spawning at A, and they're trying to take C, so here's the play. We end up going to C to try to save that and take back that zone. He gets a good body shot on this hunter. They took A, so our team should be spawning at C. You can kind of mentally see that. There's one behind you. These guys are spawning at A, but dominantly you're going to be at C if they already have a zone. He backs out. This guy does have a heavy machine gun, makes a really good shot on him. And he's just trying to push up. They keep pushing on him. And for some reason, he's one shot, even though he shouldn't be because of a grenade. So what are we going to do right here? He ends up pushing up, which that's okay. He's in scope. That's what you want to be. Let your team kind of go up, get those easy snipes on the enemy players. And he should be kind of playing to that teammate, with that teammate. So he stays behind. His teammate comes up. He starts making his push. And all right, we have B. So he should be coming and helping slaying or capping, right? All right, so he sees Storm, and he makes a really good play. Even though he misses a shot, he's waiting for him, gets a good body shot, switches to his primary, cleans him up, and then another quickscope. Look at that. So he has a super, and this is one of those things with knowing these spawns and just that little hesitation he gets sometimes. So he makes a good play, but he starts rotating back to C. There's this hesitation. He should immediately go to outside A or up through mid. And by the time he gets here, he's kind of already out of his super. And you should know that they're spawning at A. They're going to be right in your face, inevitably. So the play right here, he has really good quickscope, clean up, body kill. The only thing you could do is go back to B or play for that special. You shouldn't even really peek right here. We're going to knee slide, take that special, get in, get out, starve him. But we ended up having to go a little bit too fast. So he's being chased, can't go left because they have mid. And it's just a death. It would have been worth it if he would have got that special ammo. It's kind of unfortunate how that worked out. So he spawns over here on this side with his team. This C side that we know way too well. He ends up getting the 3 shots for the starving longbow. So there's 2 shadow shots right there. So we know that he has a third. It's the same exact thing that happened earlier, but he's a little bit too late with his primary weapon. And I wouldn't say that that's an avoidable death, but it's just knowing that he does have shadow shot, right? And right here is the best part, because my favorite clip in this entire thing, it's a really good play, and we kind of got to pay attention. So his team should be at A, we're all at B, and from earlier, remember when he was on that box and he should have kind of moved with his movement? So he's going to take some heavy heat, like his entire team died at B. So the play is to go all the way back out to A to his spawn, or do what he does right here. He bobs and weaves with purpose, man. So he goes up, gets the cleanup kill, and there's one guy alive, and he's in mid, so he's going right to that guy. He's just beelining for him. He's going, tries to get a melee. He tries to go back to his spawn, but now they're spawning at A, right? Or there's a guy choking him off. So, nope, we go right back, bait him right into our teammate. His teammate cleans him up. If not, he would have the melee. It's a fantastic play. He played that really well. Very impressed with what you can do. But then we spawn, and we go, and we start playing this mid game again in control. Again, you should be rotating outside with your team right now. There's really nothing going on. We're waiting for special. Teammate gets a really good, nasty quick scope with the no land. But we shouldn't be peeking right here. We should be taking special, moving on with our day. But he peeks. He's one shot. He grabs one box, gets cleaned up. But he should have been focusing his attention on that little kind of hallway right there, right? And then he would have kind of went for the second special box. He spawns out, gets a good kill on that lane, and we're going to kind of go back right there and look at that lane. I wish that he was in that lane more often during this game. I think that the game would have played out a little bit differently. Spawns up, spawns the super in between him, gets 2 or 3 kills, really good play. So the end result here is we have this longbow that was constantly starving for ammo, right? And he was being a little bit too aggressive with some of his positioning on this map without good position of your team compared to them, the enemy team. And we did okay, right? We went 18 kills, 1.64 KD with 3 captures, but there was a lot of avoidable deaths in there, and a lot of it's just mostly just realizing that map rotation and movement, right? It's just placing yourself for success, because there's a couple spots that you would have probably gotten a lot more kills and a lot less deaths, and I think that's something that we can all work on. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this live gameplay analysis. We were kind of I was watching it and commentating as we went. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and believe it or not, I got a lot of submissions. So if you guys do enjoy this, please let me know down in the comments. And if you'd like your gameplay to possibly be on this little series here, you can send your submissions to coolguycrucible@gmail.com. And again, I really appreciate it. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me. And until the next one, I am Cool Guy.